Someone chose me for this apartment 3 months before it was ever listed. Before I was looking, before the landlord even knew he had a vacancy. I didn't find that out until later. On the night I found out, I sat in my car in the parking lot for 2 hours because I was too afraid to go back inside. Let me start from the beginning. I moved in on a Friday. The landlord said the previous tenant had left in a hurry, didn't take everything. He'd cleared most of it, but a few things slipped through. First night, a mug at the back of a cabinet, the name Sarah written on it in black marker, neat, careful. A hair tie on the bathroom windowsill. And behind the radiator in the bedroom, pressed flat like it had been hidden rather than forgotten, a small journal. Brown cover, half the pages filled. I told myself I'd return it in the morning. I didn't sleep. You don't leave your journal behind when you move. You don't forget the thing you write your fears in, unless leaving wasn't your choice. I opened the journal at 6 in the morning just to find a last name. The first pages were ordinary, grocery lists, work reminders, normal life in careful ink. Then I hit page 30. And everything changed. She started writing about a car, gray sedan, same spot across the street every single evening, always there when she got home, gone by morning. She wrote, Daniel says I'm paranoid, but I've counted 4 times this week. Someone is watching this building. After that, the entries got shorter, more fractured. He came home late, wouldn't say where. Found a key on his ring I've never seen before. The car again, I could see someone inside this time. The last entry was a Wednesday. One line. I don't think I should be here anymore. Nothing after that, not a single word. I closed the journal and sat completely still for a long time. Because I still didn't know the worst part yet. I didn't find that out until I looked at the photo hidden in the back cover. The photo was tucked into the back cover, face down. Sarah at a cafe, mid-laugh, completely unaware of the camera. I held it for a long time. Because Sarah didn't just remind me of myself. Sarah could have been me. Same face, same hair, same build, almost exact. I went to the landlord that afternoon and asked about her. He went quiet before I finished the sentence. Not the quiet of someone trying to remember. The quiet of someone who had already decided what they were and weren't going to say. He told me she'd stopped responding one day, no forwarding address. He assumed she'd moved on. I asked when. 14 months ago. I asked if anyone had looked for her. Police came briefly, nothing to act on, case closed. I drove home with my doors locked and my phone on the passenger seat. Because I had just realized something. I looked exactly like a woman who had vanished 14 months ago. And I was living in her apartment. I called the landlord that evening and asked him one question. How did he find me? He said I came through a referral. A man named Daniel had contacted him after Sarah disappeared, said he knew someone who might need a place, gave him my number directly. Daniel, Sarah's boyfriend, the one she wrote about in the journal. I told him I didn't know anyone named Daniel. He read me the number. I didn't recognize it. Then he told me the rest. Daniel had been specific about me, said I was quiet, said I worked the same hours Sarah had, said I'd be a good fit. He knew my schedule. He knew things about me that a stranger cannot know. I asked when Daniel first contacted him. He checked his records. 3 months before the apartment was ever listed. 3 months before I was ever looking for a place to live. Someone had selected me before any of this existed. I went through every call I had ever received. Unknown numbers, missed calls, anything I might have dismissed and forgotten. I found one. 14 months ago, missed, no voicemail, unknown number. I checked the date. Same week Sarah wrote her final journal entry. Same week she disappeared. Same week someone had apparently already decided who came next. I have no connection to Daniel, no shared contacts, no workplace overlap, nothing that puts us in the same world. He should not know my name, he should not know my schedule. But he called me the night Sarah vanished. And 14 months later, he placed me in her apartment. Her mug in the cabinet, her hair tie on the windowsill, her side of the bed. I've given everything to the police. The journal, the photo, the call record, the landlord's timeline. They told me they'd look into it. They said the same thing 14 months ago. About her.